Before you buy a big heavy saw like the Neotec NH895, you have to ask yourself, do I need something this big and this heavy? For me, the answer was yes. I bought the version with the 36-inch blade. I cut a lot of rounds that are bigger than 20 or 24 inches. I like to make tables out of these rounds. And for me, I needed the longer saw blade. I had a problem initially starting the machine. It turns out that the choke lever I don't think was properly connected because it pulled all the way out and totally out of the machine. I had to take the cover off, take the air filter off, weave it back in, and reconnect it. Once I did that, it started right up. I also had another issue tensioning the blade properly, but I think that was more user error. You'll see at the beginning and at the end of the video how loose the chain got. One thing I did do was I bought a 24-inch scabbard, cut the end off, and mated that with the scabbard that comes with it, and I saved about $40 doing this versus buying a 36-inch scabbard. Once I got it started, I was anxious to try it out. I didn't bother with my chaps or my gloves as I knew I should have, but I ran right out over to the biggest round I could find and started cutting. I tried to prop the round up so it wouldn't move that much, but I didn't do that good of a job. Initially on my first cut, I was just trying to cut the end off so that it would be square. Because when I cut this, I had to cut it with my 20-inch saw, and it had a slight angle. So I wanted to cut off the angle, and this is the angle that got cut off. You can see it kind of caught the blade, the chain, and it may have loosened it there. But this is going to be my second cut for the round that I want to make for the table, so I was trying to get it squared up. And as you can see, the round started moving a little bit, and it was very uncomfortable. So next time I'm going to block it in better. But you can see how well the saw was cutting. It was throwing out pretty good sized chips. You'll see the face of this because later I was that night I planed it and sanded it, and I put some shellac on it. So my impressions are the saw is heavy, it's very powerful, and it's about a third of the cost of the name brand saws. So if you're not going to be making a living out of cutting wood, I think it was a good purchase. This is what the round looked like after it was cut and shellacked. I have yet to put the legs on it, but I'm looking forward to it. Thanks for stopping by and watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it.